This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 1527 South Wooster Street, Los Angeles, California, 90035. Today is June 14th, 2022. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located just to the left of the front door in the planter area underneath a large sewer box cover. This is our large sewer box cover here. This is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here. This goes towards our front door area here, and this goes out towards the front of our property. So again, we're going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the cleanout. And we're just going to drop down and begin our video sewer inspection. We are running a little bit of water in the far back unit bathroom at the house, and just to make sure that we're passing out in the same direction. So what we're going to do is we'll pause here for a moment. We're going to shut the water down. Again, we're just going to shut our water down, but as you can see here, we do have some root intrusion coming into that joint there. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, we'll just utilize a little bit of this water to help us push out. And again, as you can see here at the top, it does appear that we do have fairly large root intrusion in that area. And again, very difficult to tell. But again, a very large root intrusion coming in that joint. So again, we're going to continue to push out. And again, more root intrusion coming in that joint as well. And again, when we pull back, we could take a really good look on the way back and take a really good look at it. So again, we're just going to utilize this water to help us push out, possibly get us all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and then from there we'll pull back and take a really good look. So again, more root intrusion in those joints, more root intrusion in that joint as well. So again, continue to push out. And again, more root intrusion. Again, we're just going to continue to push out. And we're going to pause our mic here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and let the water run down. So again, we're just going to push in slowly. And again, as you can see, we do have some more root intrusions. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. There you go. And again, we'll just continue to push out. Got a little bit of debris. Got some debris there at the bottom. But again, we're just going to continue to push out and attempt to reach our city sewer tie-in. Go back just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, we're just going to attempt to reach our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. And on the way back, we'll comment on all our joints on the way back. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. Try to get out there as fast as we can. We don't have any more water running. Make a little bit of a turn, and we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. We did mark it with an orange dotted paint in the middle of the street at 9 foot 8 inches deep. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back slowly and just take a good look at the vitreous clay. So again, we're going to pull back, make a little bit of a turn in our saddle. See, we've got a little bit of offset in the saddle area, right around the 7 o'clock, going all the way up and around to about the 12 o'clock. Again, we continue to pull back. And again, another fairly large gap and an offset in that joint as well, from about the 2 o'clock area going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock area. So again, this is in our street. So again, we pull back, got a little bit of offset in that joint there, but nothing major. Continue to pull back, and again, we do got a minor offset in that joint as well, but again, nothing major. So again, we continue to pull back, and again, another minor offset in that joint as well. Again, another minor offset in that joint as well. Again, that joint appeared to be in fair condition. A little minor offset there at the top. Again, we pull back this joint here, and again, another minor offset in that joint as well. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And a little bit more of an offset in this joint here, as you can see, from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up to around about the 8 o'clock area. So again, we continue to pull back. Again, another offset in that joint as well. Again, a little larger offset in this joint here from about the 3 o'clock all the way up and around to about the 8 o'clock area. We'll pull back to our test tee, and what we'll do is we'll mark our test tee area. So again, a little bit offset in that joint there. Again, a little root intrusion coming in from about the 3 o'clock area, and a little more root intrusion coming in around the 10 o'clock area. We continue to pull back. As we pull back, you can see these joints here, just quite a bit of root intrusion in this area. So what we're going to do, we'll pull back just a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to mark this area just to see where we come back onto the property. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 6 foot 3 inches deep. And this is right next to the sidewalk and the steps that are approaching the property. So again, we're right at the sidewalk area. We did place an orange flag just to identify the area. And as we continue to pull back, you can see that we do have quite a bit of root intrusion in this area. We'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, very difficult to see those joints, just due to the large root intrusion. So we would recommend possibly having the line hydrojetted and re-inspected in order to determine the overall condition of those joints. So again, we continue to pull back. We're pulling up, make a little bit of a turn. And right there, you can see at the top there, that is our test tee area there. You can see the opening there at the top, right around the 12 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And push back in. And that joint there appeared to be in fair condition. It's just determining if that's a joint or a crack, but it does appear to be a joint. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. And again, that joint there, you can see quite a bit of root intrusion coming in that joint. So again, we continue to pull back. And again, more root intrusion in this joint as well. And that joint, fairly large root intrusions in these joints. We're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. It does appear to have several root intruded joints throughout. You can see here right around the 3 o'clock area, it does appear that we do have a crack in the vitreous clay sewer line. As you can see right around the 3 o'clock there, you can see a little bit of the face of the vitreous clay there. And just behind it is the joint, and you can see in the joint there we do have some root intrusion. So again, we're just up in the front lawn here. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. So again, more root intrusion in that joint. And again, more root intrusion in this joint as well. And again, more root intrusion in this joint as well. And more root intrusion in that joint as well. Again, very difficult to tell the overall condition of the joints due to the large root intrusions. Unable to see the penetration where the roots are coming through and what damage they are, or if they are causing damage to the vitreous clay. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, another fairly large root intrusion in that area there. So again, we continue to pull back. More root intrusion in that joint. Again, we continue to pull back. We got more root intrusion in that joint. And we come up and out of our clean out. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection. And again, as I mentioned, we would recommend possibly having the line hydrojetted and re-inspected in order to remove the root intrusions and determine the overall condition of the vitreous clay sewer line pipe and fittings.